Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and if you've been following Game From Scratch the channel or Game From Scratch the website for any period of time, you already know that Epic Games is launching a free cross-platform online set of services. This is actually a pretty huge announcement because it's taking away entire industries, frankly. There are companies out there that provide matchmaking, that provide online storage for your game sessions, that provide voice communications, etc. And Epic Games just came along and then further along at GDC and said, yep, we're giving this all away and it's going to be free. And yeah, here's the original announcement from back in December of 2018. They're going to bring cross-platform login, friends, presence profile, and entitlements or achievements, PC and Mac API overlay so you can see your other friends that are online in a game-agnostic, engine-agnostic way, cross-platform voice communications coming. Now, of course, some of this stuff is all delayed for later on down the road. So you see a bunch of 2019 releases. Now, notice there are no 2020s, and that's going to be relevant in a few minutes. But they were basically doing this staggered rollout of all of these online services that were powering Fortnite. So basically, they're turning Fortnite into a platform for developers. So if you actually head to Unreal Engine developer webpage, I'll toss this link down below, but it is dev.epicgames.com. You will find online services as a category at the top. And you're seeing here, it is completely platform agnostic, across Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Works with all the various different stores, including Epic, Steam, Good Old Games, Uplay, and Twitch. And then you see here, it supports out of the box Unreal Engine, Unity, and Lumberyard platform support. It is a C-based API. And right now, the features and functionality that are currently available are game analytics and a help desk style ticketing system. And then we have a bunch of things that are under the coming soon category. Under the coming soon, we've got player reports, player data storage, achievements, leaderboards, and stats, communications, parties, overlays, matchmaking, player identity, and player inventory. And yeah, did I mention once again, at GDC, they came out and confirmed that this stuff is all free. And again, people are paying service companies money for this exact same stuff right now, and this is where they're going with it. However, there was a bit of a snag, and that's why this video is here, is they did an update to their roadmap for online services. And repeat of what I just said, in 2018, they announced this cross-platform suite. Since the release of the initial set of services in March, we've continued to develop its foundation. Our current efforts are focused on the immediate needs of store partner products. So the Epic Games Store, if you wanted one more reason to hate it and you're a developer, hey, I guess you've got it, that are approaching launch. We are also working to open up, and this part is actually really nice, open up the identity and social services we built for Fortnite to support crossplay in partner games without requiring the use of an Epic account or other Epic dependencies. So hopefully that's OAuth, so you can log in with your Gmail or whatever to identify yourself. And I thought that was actually the biggest tie-in that they were going to get out of this, is to force people to use their Epic account or whatever, but nope, that's going away, which that's the good part of the news. Okay. So the bad part is, as a result of our current prioritization, several roadmap items are being delayed. Most notably, we are rescheduling the release of the player reports and player data storage services. To provide more detail, we created this Trello board for you, which we will look at in just a second. And then for more information, go to the website we were just at a second ago. So let's head on over to the Trello board. Then you will see currently, coming later, out. So the analytics and ticketing system are already out, and we're seeing that access control is coming in June, player reports are coming in July, EOS core identity support is coming in August, player data storage is coming in August. And then we've got, so everything has been kind of bumped a little bit as a result, but none of these bumps are really that bad, except for player inventory, which has become a little ambiguous. So next up, we have in Q3, stats, leaderboards, achievements, and matchmaking session-based are all being launched. And then in Q4, we have server-based matchmakings, communications, player identity, parties, and overlays being launched. And then player inventory is targeted as 2020. So yeah, we got a bit of a pushback across the board, but nothing too bad. We're talking a couple of months with the trickle effect as the result. It's definitely cool to hear that they're opening it up and that you're not going to need an Epic Store account, because that was a bit of a deal breaker. Say you were making an indie game and you wanted to have matchmaking for it, and you wanted to have this behind-the-scenes service, but why the hell would someone sign up for an Epic Games account to use your game, which potentially could have been published on Steam? Like, I see how that would be a bigger barrier of entry for people to be able to use these services. So making that more generic, however that turns out to be, that's definitely good from a developer's perspective. And frankly, this is all good from a developer's perspective. Getting a cross-platform, engine-agnostic, completely free suite of multiplayer services it's hard to say no to that. Now, I know a lot of people are getting a little bit apprehensive about Epic Games. People don't like the way the Epic Games Store launch went. People have some really out there theories about Tencent spyware controlling the world, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, I don't trust Tencent in the slightest, but they don't even own enough of Epic Games to really have that level of control in any way whatsoever. So I know Epic's reputation has taken a bit of hit with some people as of late, and you're not going to trust them for your online services. But I guess that's my question to you. Are you excited about Epic Games' online services? Does this delay impact or affect you in any way whatsoever? Or do you just not trust them and to hell with them? Let me know. Comments down below, please, as civilly as you possibly can. But that is a bit of a roadmap change, a feature change, and a delay for online services. But to be honest, I think if that no need for an Epic account thing holds true, it's worth the delay across the board anyways. Even if that's not the only reason for the delay, I, for one, welcome that change in the way things are going. And that was probably one of the biggest hangups for me anyways, about using Epic Games online services. Because there's no way, if I'm running a smallish title, if I'm not a Ubisoft or an EA or whatever, I don't want to maintain my own servers for high scores, leaderboards, achievements, matchmaking, voice comms, etc. It's just a huge expense, and it's not my expertise, and it's not the expertise of most game companies, like up to the A or the AAA level. So a good set of reliable online services, and these ones are built on top of Amazon technologies, which if Amazon's technologies goes down, the web basically goes down these days. So it's about as reliable as you can get, and free. And free is pretty freaking awesome. Okay, let me know. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.